Hello, my name is Rob, and today I think I'm going to make some soup. Hello and welcome to Rob's Randoms. This is a channel where I just do whatever I want, basically. There's going to be videos about food stuff, there's going to be DIY, challenges, things like that. If it interests you, please do click that subscribe button, but if you're just here for this video, that's great too. So in a Too Good To Go box recently, I got this bag of vegetable soup mix. I've never seen this before, and I thought it was interesting, and I've got it, so I figured I'd make it, and we'll see if it's worthwhile, really. So this is a vegetable soup mix made of carrot, swede, onion, potato, and parsley. And the instructions say to put it in a saucepan with water and a stock cube and boil for 15 minutes and you've got soup. So I'm trying to work out what the purpose of this is when I could just buy all these things separately. I suppose it's a benefit that this is enough just to make a soup. I wouldn't have any leftovers and it does reduce the prep time. But I'm not really sure how worthwhile this is. So we'll see. I looked online and you can buy this for 95 pence. And that is a pretty good deal. I mean, it's full of root vegetables that are all quite cheap anyway, but 95 pence for basically soup, that's pretty good, I will admit. So we need to boil the kettle, get a stock cube, put it all in a pan and simmer it for 15 minutes. Boiling this for 15 minutes isn't a very interesting video, and I'm not 100% sure how well it's going to go, so I kind of want to give this soup as much chance as possible. So I've got some broccoli and mushrooms that I'm going to do separately, and then depending on how that is, I'll put these in as well to kind of fill it out and maybe make it taste a bit nicer. Right, so I'm going to cut these up into quite small pieces, and I am also going to do the stem of the broccoli, the stalk, whatever you want to call it. Some people don't like this, I really do, I think it's quite nice. You have to boil it for a little bit longer, but you know, it's not a problem. Let's have a look, see how the soup is doing. So it's only been simmering for a few minutes. I'm not sure of the smell. Let's give it a taste at the minute. It's not a bad soup, but it definitely has not got all the seasoning I would want. I'm kind of glad I'm doing some extra things. So I want to judge this on its own merits, but I want to also judge what you can do with it. So when it's done, we'll give it a taste and then maybe I'll give it some more seasoning before actually eating it for lunch. Right, there we go, that has been 15 minutes. So let's take these things off the boil and see how they are. Some of that is still undercooked. That's the first thing. 15 minutes I don't think is enough. Second of all, there isn't a whole lot of taste. These are all root vegetables that don't have a very strong taste anyway. And then you put parsley in, which you'd think would have. Parsley a very strong one. But also, trying just the broth. I mean, it's got better over the cooking time, but it isn't great. There isn't a whole lot there. I'm very glad I made the mushrooms and the broccoli as well. So let's put those into this and then we'll find some seasonings and we'll see if we can make this nicer. And also cook it for a few more minutes because yeah, that is not done. Right, let's put the mushrooms in, which I fried with a little bit of paprika and salt and pepper. Just going to add some seasonings and also just mushrooms in a vegetable soup. Makes sense to me. Let's just season this with salt and pepper. Let's see how much of a difference that makes. There are some big bits of onion in here, by the way. Yeah, I don't think that was cut down properly. That is a big bit of onion. And like, it's not on its own, there's lots of big bits of onion there. Yeah, this hasn't been the most well processed, I think. Let's add some pepper. Right, let's give that a taste first. I know I've literally just put it in, but let's see what it's done. Oh, I mean, that's a lot nicer. That wasn't a whole lot of different things I put in, but it's made a big difference. We're not there yet. I'm going to try some mixed herbs. I feel like that would go quite well in a soup like this. Some more black pepper, that wasn't really coming through all that much. I know I haven't put the broccoli in yet, but I don't think broccoli's going to make a huge difference to the flavour. Ignore that bit, something dropped out. Right, let's give that another little taste. Oh, that is getting somewhere now. Okay, so we'll give that maybe another 5 minutes to do all that in. Then I'll put the broccoli in, and then we'll give it another little seasoning. Right, that is another 5 minutes, and this looks a lot nicer now. I went in and trimmed some of the onion pieces so that they looked less massive and unwieldy. I just gave it a little try. It is a lot nicer. It still needs something. Still not sure. Maybe a little bit more parsley. This is supposed to be mostly a parsley sauce, and I do have some parsley. Right, let's get the broccoli, put that in there. This pot is nowhere near big enough for this, I'm now realising. I also put some cornmeal in with water and mixed that in to help thicken up the soup a little bit, which has really helped because there is now basically no water left in here. So now, let's give this one a try. Again, let's just try and get a bit of everything. That is not a bad soup. So that was the Aldi vegetable soup mix in a bag from a Too Good To Go box. Would I recommend people buy it? Probably not. Yes, the bag was quite cheap, but the ingredients are quite cheap anyway. Yes, you're saving time on the prep, but how much time are you really saving? And the bag itself didn't make that good of a soup. Now, I've managed to turn this into quite a nice soup now, but that's with extra ingredients and spices and things. So how much prep time was I really saving there? So anyway, hopefully you've really enjoyed this video. If you have, please do click like and subscribe. Again, this isn't going to be just a food channel, it's going to be whatever I want, basically. But if that appeals to you and if you've enjoyed this, please do click subscribe. It would really mean a lot to me and it would help me out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. My name is Rob, and I will see you in another random video very soon.